Hi there, Gene Burnett from geneburnett.com. I'm about to make another of my how to play videos. I'm going to show you, the prospective viewer and cover of this song, how to play The Presence of Flowers and Light is Enough, which is a song that I wrote back in 2017. And my friend Iffer said she wanted to cover the song, and when she wants to cover one of my songs, it's easier for me to make a video how to play it than it is for me to write it down or transcribe it in some way, since I'm not really a musician. So I'm going to show her and you too if you want to learn how to play this song. So I'm doing the song in D, but it's in the G form, capoed up 7. So it's, now this song is kind of relentless. There's no chorus and there's no bridge. It's just a little refrain at the end of each verse, and it's just verse, verse, verse. It's a little instrumental, then verse, 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 reprise of the instrumental, and then a repeat of the first verse with a variation. So the rhythm of it is a little tricky. If you change the rhythm, you have to change the way you sing it. If you sing it the way I sing it, but you change the rhythm, it won't work. So I'll show you the way I do it. The basic rhythm is it's not quite that choppy. I'm playing the G the way it's usually played these days, the G form with the 3rd fret of the 1st and 2nd strings down here both, and then the usual bass notes up there for a G chord. And then my C, I just take the top 2 fingers down one string, and then I just hammer this. Essentially a D chord in this voicing, but I'm still leaving these 2 fingers here. The pinky finger and the ring finger are on the 3rd fret of the 1st and 2nd strings through the whole song. There's just this variation, which is the G. This is the C. Just take it down a string, and then the D. Index finger is covering the low string, and I guess that would make it F sharp, right? Yeah, and then so I'm playing almost a D chord, but without that finger being there. That's over on the G note. So the 3rd string, 2nd fret, fretted by my middle finger, my index finger up here on the 2nd fret, 6th string. That's the D. So you G, C, D. Now the song is in D, so it's, whatever. You want to figure out what the actual chord is? The hell kind of talk is that? Anyway, so the rhythm of it is, again, I'm doing a little hammer. So I'm hammering the 5th string, and then I'm just plucking the 4th string, and the strings around it. Hammering that string, the middle finger. you might have noticed that I'm not absolutely rigid about that rhythm. The bump, 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 there's most of the time, every other line, the first and third lines, the rough gets going and the going gets tough. I can find God in the simplest stuff. But when I get to the line, some people paint eagles, others paint doves. I'm not going, others paint doves. It just didn't sound right. Others paint doves. And then the next verse, I know need weapons, I know what I trust. See, that fits the ba-ba-da-ba. But the last verse, like the lilies of Jesus and Buddha's buttercup, like the lilies of Jesus. I'm not going to go Buddha's buttercup or something like that. I'm just going like the lilies of Jesus and Buddha's buttercup. Ba-da-da-da-da. So I'm just, playing with the rhythm a little bit. Now, to really fully appreciate this song, I would recommend that you do 3 things. First of all, look up the artist Morris Graves on Google there, and look at some of Morris Graves' paintings, especially his later stuff, which is mostly flower paintings and in a certain style. And I don't know if you've read many artists' statements about their work, but sometimes, especially if they've been to grad school, the artist statement is just loaded with abstract language that's, I don't know, at worst pretentious and obscure, and at best tiresome, in my mind. So I like a really simple artist statement, something simple. And I think that someone asked Morris Graves about his, he was a Northwest artist. I think there's a museum of his work down in Arcata, but they asked him about his work, and he said, the presence of flowers and light is enough. And that was his feeling about it. So I like that line. So look up Morris Graves and look at a few Morris Graves paintings and get a feel for that. And then if you're curious about the last verse, which might be in some ways the best verse in some ways, I guess. So up till now, I'm just talking about, I'm sort of coming from his point of view, as though I was an artist for whom the presence of flowers and light was enough. So for the most part, I'm singing that. I'm just saying that's enough for me, right? But then at the end, like the lilies of Jesus. So I would say, search Jesus sermon lilies, and see. Look into that. It'll just take a minute. It's not a big deal. Behold the lilies of the field. There's a little parable there that he told about the lilies. And then Buddha's buttercup. I needed a rhyme with love, and cup is close. So it was a flower that rhymed with love. I don't know if it was actually a buttercup, but there is. I think Buddha gave original Buddha gave a talk, or essentially a sermon, where he just held up a flower, and I just made it a buttercup, because I don't think anybody maybe knew all these hundreds of years later, whatever, what the hell kind of flower it was. But it was sort of beholding it points to, yes, the presence of flowers and light is enough for me, but there's also a window to perhaps some kind of transcendence into something beyond just that I, the artist, in the song, like flowers and light. That the presence of flowers and light perhaps is in that moment when you're beholding that. Maybe that's enough in a bigger sense. Maybe that's all there is. So anyway, the song is called "The Presence of Flowers and Light is Enough," written with Morris Graves in mind, and those are the chords. That's how I play it, and I will attach the lyrics below as well as a link to the video that I made of the song, probably with I think the video I made was not clouds, which I often accompany my song videos, have clouds behind. I want to have something there to look at, not just an album cover. And this time I think I did a bunch of flowers with butterflies floating around on them. So there's a little butterfly video linked down below as well. Thanks for asking for the how to play The Presence of Flowers and Light is Enough, Jennifer, Iffer. I appreciate that. If you or anybody else out there want to know how to play any of my songs, I'd be happy to make one of these videos for you. All right, thanks a lot. I'll see you down the line.